Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today you might notice we have a slightly different setup, and that is because Filatura de Crosa is working from home. So please excuse the darker background. We usually have a white one, but this is just what's in my apartment, so welcome to my home. Today we have a really exciting video for you today because we are using a brand new yarn. The yarn that's featured in this month's free pattern, which is the Rachel top, is called Onde. And Onde is super special because it uses a brand new fiber called crab yarn that just came out on the market. And crab yarn is essentially ground up crustacean shells that we take from the food waste industry, and it's broken down into a fine powder and mixed into a solution and spun into a fiber, which is later called crab yarn. So why crab yarn is so special is A, because it's using recycled materials, but also because it possesses a series of health and ecological benefits. Onde is antibacterial, it's hemostatic, which means it stops bleeding, it's biodegradable, it's hypoallergenic, it's cooling because it's highly moisture absorbent, so it'll wick that moisture away from your body, and it is biocompatible. So again, this is Onde, our brand new yarn on the market, and it was just released this year, and it is available in all of our retailers worldwide. So to get started on this tutorial, you of course need your yarn Onde, and you need a set of needles. So these needles are US 4 or 3.5 millimeter needles. And this stitch I'm teaching you today is the Pointelle stitch used in this month's free pattern, the Rachel top. So without further ado, let's get started. So to get started on this tutorial today, I just cast on multiples of 8 stitches, which is what this pattern repeat calls for. So I did 3 different repeats, so a total of 24 stitches, plus I added on 2 edge stitches just to make my life a little bit more easy. And so I cast on a total of 26 stitches today. So this is gonna be, like I said, an 8 stitch repeat by a 6 row repeat. So let's get started. So like I said, I have 2 edge stitches. So the first thing, let me just take my label off. And by the way, for anybody who's interested in the color that we are using today, it is Onde color number 6, which is this beautiful oceany blue color. So to get started, like I said, we have an edge stitch. So you are just going to always knit the first and last stitch of your row. And then the first 2 stitches are just going to be regular knit stitches in row number 1. Then you're going to do a yarn over and a knit 2 together. 1 more knit stitch, a slip slip knit, so you slip 1 stitch, slip the second stitch, and knit them together through the back. You're going to do another yarn over and then finish with a knit stitch. And that's it. That's the 8 stitch repeat for row number 1. So as you can see here, we have 9 stitches on the needle. 1 is our edge stitch, and then the 8 stitches that we just worked. So again, I'll show you, it's 2 knit stitches, a yarn over, a knit 2 together, a knit stitch, a slip slip knit, another yarn over, and finish with a knit stitch. So one more time, since I have 3 repeats in this row, I will show you. It's knit the first 2 stitches, yarn over, knit 2 together, knit 1, slip, slip, knit, yarn over, and then you knit the last stitch and then knit your edge stitch. So that's it. Pretty simple for the first row. So now I am just going to turn my work and I'm just going to purl entirely across my row 2. So you guys, when you guys are purling and also when you're working the odd and even rows, try and keep your gauge a little bit looser. You will thank me in the long run. Sometimes, especially because this yarn doesn't have so much stretch like a regular merino yarn would, since it is crab yarn and mixed with 33% cotton, this yarn is not super stretchy like you would find in a lot of other yarns. So just keep your gauge pretty loose and you will notice a big difference when you are knitting 2 together and knitting 3 together especially. So again, I'm just purling across this entire row, and when you get to those yarn overs, just purl as you normally would. You don't have to purl through the back loop because we do want to create these open stitches. So I'll meet you back for row number 3. Okay, you guys, so I just finished purling across row number 2, and now we are on row number 3. So like I mentioned before, you always knit the first stitch, and now we are on row number 3's repeat. So the first thing that you're going to do is knit a stitch. You're going to do a yarn over. You're going to knit 2 together again. You're going to do a yarn over. And then you're going to knit 3 together. So same thing as a knit 2 together, just grab 3 stitches in your needles instead of 2. Ooh, I dropped my stitch when I pulled it through. There we go, saved it. You're gonna do another yarn over. You're gonna slip, slip, knit. And another yarn over. So that's it, you guys. It's really similar to the first row, except for we added in some more yarn overs and a knit 3 together instead of the middle just knit stitch. So again, let's see what that looks like. You knit the first stitch, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 3 together. See, this is what I mean when I say knit loosely. It's a lot easier to kind of grab all 3 of those stitches when it's a looser gauge. So then you do another yarn over, your slip, slip, knit, and end on a yarn over. So last time I will show you. Knit the first stitch, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 3 together, yarn over, slip, slip, knit, and end on a yarn over, plus your edge stitch. Okay. So you guys might be a little bit confused right now, but if you are, an easy way to make sure you're on track is to just count up all your stitches and make sure you haven't dropped or increased any stitches from your original cast on. So for me, I cast on 26 stitches, and if I counted these all up right now, I know I'm still at 26 stitches, because for every decrease we have done, we have increased with a yarn over as well. So again, I'm just gonna go ahead and purl across my entire back row, and I will meet you guys back for row number 5. Okay, so we are back on row number 5. So Like in the past several rows, you're always going to knit your first edge stitch. And then row 5 starts out again with 1 knit stitch. We're going to do a yarn over. Knit 3 together. Yarn over. Knit stitch. So you're just going to keep repeating that all the way across the row. It's going to be knit stitch, yarn over, knit 3 together, yarn over. So we just did the knit stitch. We're going to yarn over. See, this is what I mean. You've got to knit loosely. I don't take my own advice and I regret it later. Knit 3 together. There we go. Caught it. Yarn over, knit stitch, yarn over, knit 3 together. Yarn over, knit stitch, and you guys are just going to keep repeating that all the way across the row. So again, it's just knit stitch, yarn over, knit 3 together, yarn over, all the way across. So that's really it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is what the stitch looks like once you are all complete. Let me see if I can get it focused in here. It's a really gorgeous Pointelle stitch. Has lots of it has a really intricate feel to it, but it really only combines a couple stitches to make this gorgeous look. So if you guys do like this stitch, make sure you check out this month's free pattern. It's again called the Rachel Top. I will leave a link in the description down below so you can download it for free. I hope you guys are all staying safe and staying healthy out there. Again, I push you guys to stay at home, find some activities, get people involved, get your kids involved, your family involved, or just knit for the peace of your own mind. And again, if you guys are interested in this yarn Onde, you can find it at most retailers where Filatura de Crosa is sold. And if it's not at your local yarn shop, feel free to contact us and we can help you find it. This yarn is really beautiful. It acts kind of like silk. It has a beautiful silky shine to it, but it is brand new. It's hypoallergenic. It's antibacterial. What more could you possibly want from it? Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. We really hope you enjoyed it. Again, stay safe, stay healthy. Leave a like and comment down below and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.